Welcome to the Seajewel campaign, session 36. Waking up.
You finally woken up.
Party
You finally awake.
yeah, is here. Hello.
Hello,
There we
chat.
are.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, the D&D.
Happy Deltarune Day, by the way, everybody.
Oh my god.
Real and true.
Real.
I hope that Toby Fox came into your house and left a brand new copy of Deltarune chapters 2 and 3, or 3 and 4, I mean, on your computer ready for you to play.
Your computer,
If the operating system is compatible.
Oh god,
You
I
have to
forgot
leave
that
out
also
dog treat.
happened during chapter 3. God. Oh god. There's just so much that's already happened and it's only chapter 3 yet.
You gotta leave out dog treats
for
for
context
Toby.
stream, I have only watched played Deltarune chapter 3 so far. And I am not going to be spoiling.
You're having a heart attack.
I'm not okay right now.
She has delted her runes.
On with
I'm gonna delta my runes and I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
and dragons.
I'm probably going to be delting my rune on Friday.
So, as catch up. So last session, Wake reunited with the party. Eliza had a trip around town.
And then some.
Oh yeah. Ash discussed things with Evie and Archibald. Still
And Dahlia
was
freaked out, but when's that unusual?
briefly present. And Doe was still unconscious. And the party was just getting ready to head off and leave Azusia. But as you're all sitting there, as you're all where is everyone? Would you say?
I'll say Evie is in the office. The door is unlocked, but she, in a fit of actual exhaustion, has fallen asleep at the desk.
I see.
Oh. Ash is...
Looks like someone needs
Ash
to be waking up.
Ash has dragged their blankets from their room to a single corner of one of the... What would you say is the biggest room on the ship?
Mess hall.
Has
Mess
dragged their
hall.
blankets to a corner of the mess
Don't
hall
you
and
eat
is...
on the this is a small ship. It doesn't have a mess hall.
Like the diner, the fellowship hall room.
Yeah,
I guess
that
just
one.
the main hall at the under the ship.
Like
yeah,
the
they've
kitchen.
dragged them. Yeah, they've dragged themselves into the corner of that room, and are huddled up in their blankets, just kind of like staring into the distance.
Yeah. Blue? Where's Dahlia currently?
I would say she is probably preparing to man the sails and get the party going.
Okay, so you're above ship?
Yep.
And Still?
She's above deck.
Where is Still?
Oh, Still would be in his lab as usual.
Okay. So in your room. And
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Eliza. Where are you?
She's gonna be at the like the front of the ship with her dragon companion, which I am still having to find his new name. but she's having him kind of fly it out.
I see.
Oh, no Nith?
Nope, he's getting a new name.
Oh.
New
Hi.
beginnings.
So, well, Evie's asleep. So,
Let me find his name.
is there any mode of my microphone that works better?
I think it sounds fine.
Is this any better?
Nope.
Oh, boy,
worse.
No, that's
no.
crunchy.
That's definitely
No,
not
no, no,
better.
no, no. That's crunchy.
What about this?
Your
Yeah, that
other,
was very crunchy.
That's good.
you sound fine.
That's
What about this? Is this?
Yeah.
That's
Am I
good.
more clear? Am I more clear?
You sound
like, when
fine.
talking
Don't
from
change
further away?
anything.
Oh.
You're
I can
peaking.
actually
You're
talk.
peaking.
Okay, I will cap my volume then on the stream. Oh, am I? Oh, I'm
No, it's not the
playing.
volume that's the problem. It's the audio level peaking. You're not. It's not that you're being
is
loud.
This better?
It's
Is this better?
okay. I'm going to give
as
you a
in,
pro
like-
tip. Stick 3 fingers between your lips and the microphone. If you cannot fit it, it is too close to the lips.
No, this
If it
isn't
does
me
not
being
fit-
close. I'm like over a head away.
Oh, whoa! You have a good mic then.
Yeah.
Try. Do you have a grain filter at the top?
No, okay. I can put it back to how it was before.
Reset your mic. You're worrying about it too much.
Chink. Is that better?
Just make it a
Yes.
tiny
Yes.
bit louder.
Exactly how
Good.
it was before.
Yes, you sound fine.
Right. Sorry about that.
Too much
Um,
grain in it. It starts to go a little static. It picks up the
Mhm.
highs as like.
I will. I am going to sort that out some other time, if I remember. So, Evie is still asleep in the study. But you're about to leave. And, well, then there's,
Dahlia's definitely not going to bother her because she
I
knows
see.
Evie doesn't get much sleep.
Yeah. Okay, so Dahlia's not, like, actively looking around.
Yeah, she's just kind of like looking out over the surroundings, over the terrain, watching the whatever time of day it is, just
Okay.
watching.
The 4 of you who are awake, please make me a perception check. Each.
You got
Oh,
it.
let's go.
I just have to reach back for my tablet in just a second.
That's a 22. Put that in the
Oh,
note
wow.
here.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
Shit, nice one.
That's an 11.
Who got an 11?
Me.
I see.
Perception.
To be fair, you have the easiest one.
Oh, fuck me. I got a 4. She's too focused on
Wait, what
Buddy
did
at the
Liza
moment.
get?
She got a 4, but let's just say she's focused on her dragon at the moment.
buddy.
That's why she's distracted.
I see.
I'm sobbing. I got a 10.
Okay, so Starch. Still. In the brief time that you've been on this ship. Oh god. You've
You good?
not quite become accustomed yet to a certain party member's snoring. That individual being Wake.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, Wake only just got back. That individual
Yeah.
being Doe. Sorry.
There goes Honk Shoe.
Dogo's Hongshu perpetually. But you notice something. And others don't really necessarily pick it up, other than maybe previously Eliza, because elf hearing and all that.
Yeah.
But, well, you don't hear it right now. This strange little tiefling that you've never met properly is not snoring.
Much as I'd like to assume this is just the fates doing me a favor, wouldn't hurt to go take a look.
You take a look. You are in front of Doe's room. Door is currently closed.
Still hesitates for a moment and then gives 2 clean knocks.
Silence.
Everything alright in there?
Silence.
He tries the doorknob.
It opens up. You see a room with a book open, but with some dust on it. It's been open for a while. And a bed that seemingly someone got out of in a big rush. It's not even made. Well, assuming Doe would actually make a bed.
Yeah, that's a bit of a big ask for little
What
guy.
time is it currently?
I'd say it's about midday. Midday to afternoon.
Now, where could this one have been off to in such a hurry? Is there anything else unusual about the room?
Nothing else unusual.
Still, we'll go look around the rest of the ship for anything else that seems to have been knocked over in a hurry.
Okay. Okay, so Soul got a 4, right?
Yep.
Okay, still, you will look around in respective rooms. You open one, and you knock on Soul's door, maybe. I mean, Eliza's door. Is there any response?
Eliza's outside with
Oh, Eliza's outside.
Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah, on deck, right? Or
Yep, on
yeah.
deck.
Okie dokie, on deck. You knock on Ash's door. No, I'm sorry. Okay, so you open up Eliza's door and there's no one in there. You open up Ash's door and there's no one in there. You open up Wake's door and there's no one in. Well, Wake and Dahlia's door and there's no one in there. You
I was
open
gonna
up.
say Wake is probably asleep, but not responding.
You open up your door and no one's in there. Not sure why. You're not sure why you checked. You open up. You open up the captain's room. You open up the captain and Archibald's room, and there's no one in there. There's no one in the bedrooms. There is, however, a pile of blankets with which seems to be very, very slightly rising and falling in the storeroom. and emitting a very soft snoring. You recognize the blankets. That's Ash. So, Ash, nothing wakes you from your sleep. Your 10 perception check did not wake you. It did not rouse you. Right.
Teehee.
Soul, you notice nothing. You don't even hear the knocking below deck.
Okay.
Does Dahlia, or is she too high?
Dahlia is too high currently. What you do see, though, is the Phoenix pulling out of dock.
Right, she is going to go over to Firebrand and ask, like, good afternoon, Captain. Are we pulling off, are we?
Fuck, I forgot you'd fly.
Yeah, no, she flies over there.
Wait.
She flies over to talk to Firebrand.
Well, we're setting off, aren't we?
Are you?
Well, that was the
Or
plan,
is it
no?
just the movement?
Head off now, right?
Ah, I know Evie is currently still asleep. Shall I check with her?
Yeah, of course. Sounds good.
She nods and then flies back to the Seajewel. Then she goes below deck.
You meet up with Still.
Ah, good to see you outside of your lab. How are you, sir?
Stutch.
Huh? I'm sorry.
You've been approached by Dahlia.
It is good to see you outside
He
of your
would still
room.
be.
How are you doing?
Oh, well enough. Have you seen Doe anywhere? I believe that was his
Probably
name.
asleep.
No, actually, I checked his room. His bed sheets are in quite a state. It's like he got up very suddenly.
Hmm. Seems strange.
Yes,
Ah,
I'm looking around to see if anything else is knocked over, but I haven't found anything yet.
hmm. I suppose we should probably see if we can find him before we set off. And
Deal,
she's
yes.
gonna she's gonna like saunter over to or to not nap, to the room.
The room.
Gosh, I don't know why I keep thinking nap.
Doe?
Doe, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
You
gonna
head to
walk to
Doe's room?
Doe's room. Can I do investigation?
Yes. Of course.
That is a 15.
Okay. You you do notice something.
Uh-oh.
The window's open. The porthole. Who left that old thing open?
Hmm. Does she see anything when she looks out the porthole?
Hmm. Also, uh, sorry if I'm really inconsistent sounding today.
No, you're good.
Doing fantastic.
Oh, okay. Thanks. You look out the porthole and see the city.
Hmm. She returns to still. The porthole is open. He may have gone out of there, but searching the city is going to be fun.
Reminder. Doe is not the only one who's not in his room. There is also Dahlia and Archibald.
Hmm? What do you mean?
No,
You
what?
meant to say Evie.
No, this is out of character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, still does not actually know this because he's just been looking around the ship in general. Hasn't
Well,
looked in any of the
you've
rooms.
seen them being. You've seen that they are not in their rooms.
Ah, okay.
Joe's not here. Wake's not here. Archibald's not
Oh.
here. It's
If you look into-
Eliza.
If you look into each of their rooms, it looks like those windows are open as well.
Now she's concerned. Where on earth have they gone? Doe is not the only one missing. Wake and Archibald. They're also gone.
Their windows are all open?
Yes.
Well, either they all decided to climb out the window instead of just walking, which is highly unlikely, or they're all taken in some way, but... It just doesn't make sense.
She's gonna run to Evie's office.
Door is unlocked.
And she is pounding on the door. Like, even
It's
though
unlocked.
she knows it's unlocked,
It's unlocked.
no, she is holding it closed and pounding on it to get Evie's attention.
Tell me.
Evie!
Tell me, DM, does she hear a response?
Yes. You are woken
Oh,
with a
okay.
start.
Evie goes, hello?
Evie, there appear to be people missing with the portholes open.
Oh! And she immediately jumps up, and you kind of fall forward as she yanks the door forward, not realizing you're against it, because she's just thinking with instinct.
Yeah. She just kind of falls forward with a flop.
She catches you with her arm, her good arm.
Thank you.
Of course, portholes are open and people are missing?
Yeah, we can't find Nap, Wake, or Archibald.
Oh. Huh. And she's going to take a sharp, deep breath and go, maybe there's a logical explanation for this.
Ash was woken up by banging on the door, and so has wandered towards Evie's room, kind of like with a blanket draped over one of their shoulders, just kind of like looking very bleary and sleepy.
Oh, in my head, the captain's quarters are like in the underbelly, and then the study itself is actually like on deck. You know, like that one.
It's
you know the episode of SpongeBob where they. That precisely. I was gonna say, you know the episode of SpongeBob where they're on Davy Jones' ship? It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
on Davy Jones' ship.
Should I do like another check to see if actually no, Dahlia is going to frown at Evie. Please tell me this is not your past crew's doing.
What? She looks so nervous. She goes, "There's no chance this would be them. We haven't ran into them in ages. There's nothing to indicate that they would have successfully done this." And she's spiraling And she's going,
Well,
no.
clearly Schaefer at least knows where we've been.
Yes, but
Reminding Evie of the fact that they were seen in Oracle Port.
she nods. But that's, again, one of him, 3 of us. He couldn't have just taken 3 of us. And she starts scanning the waters as she's speaking.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary, just merchant ships, etc.
She looks a little bit visually relieved. Haha, tee. She goes, no, maybe, I don't know. It's not like them to just crawl out the window. I wonder if something was wrong with them.
Why?
She's gonna
Be the case?
check. She's gonna check the window in their room. Does it look like it was forced entry from the outside?
It doesn't look like any kind of. Bleh. Sorry. Bleh.
No worries.
Doesn't exactly look like there's been a fort break-in, but
She reiterates this to the rest of the party, and she goes, "See, there's no."
It appears that the windows have been just opened.
Yeah, she reiterates this to the parties, especially especially Dahlia. She goes, "Look, the windows have been opened from. There's no scratches. There's no claw marks. Something is going on, definitely, but it definitely doesn't seem like a kidnapping."
Ash has basically overheard what's going on and gone back to their room to like be ready in case something's going on.
The fortifying.
Dahlia actually charges outside and starts looking at the portholes, like investigating the portholes from the outside.
Okay.
Ash waves through theirs at Dahlia, kind of trying to make the situation a little bit lighter.
What about Sol? What about Eliza? What are you doing in all this?
You might have seen Dahlia charging outside.
Yeah, because she's
not exactly being subtle.
sorry, my Discord is being fucking weird at the moment.
Fair enough.
Oh,
You're good.
basically, we've investigated the portholes, and we've seen that there's no forced entry. And Evie's trying to remain as logical and calm as possible.
Okay, hold on. My Discord was fucking up.
Ain't no worries.
It's still fucking.
What's
It's just
still
keeps
doing?
freezing.
Have you tried joining from your phone?
No, if I do that, it ain't gonna be good. It just does this randomly where it does the whole like is not responding shit.
Are you on the like the browser version, or are you on the like desktop app? Maybe try the browser version?
No.
Fair enough.
I can provide recaps if needed.
I think everything's fine. No, I was listening. I just always figured that Eliza just has her back turns toward everybody. She's just watching her dragon.
Aww.
Hell yeah. Proud parent. What's Still doing?
Still, generally as a rule, does not believe in coincidences, and he's going to prepare some potions in case things go south.
Iconic. Do I see anything around the windows? Like anything on the ground?
Anything on the ground?
Anything on the ground?
No.
Actually, Valerie might also see Dahlia now flying around as well, as she's frantically circling the ship, studying the portholes.
The Phoenix has just been sailing away.
Good for them. Good for them, actually.
Yeah.
Get them out of here.
As far as they know, nothing.
Yeah.
Good for them. They're not
I'd
going to get
rather
a distress
they-
signal until it's too
They
late.
deserve peace.
Yeah.
Actually, Evie takes she kind of takes a deep, breath, and she's going to approach their bed and just check. Like, it's her paranoia in her head, right? But she's just going to check.
Yeah. It's a bed.
And there's nothing in it.
There's sheets. There's a duvet. There's pillows. Nothing remarkable about it.
She takes a relieved breath. Oh, I love putting our girl through torture, man.
I'm just
Is there
thinking
anything in
about
Evie's bed?
the plans.
Oh, I am too. So
Right.
for Ash and Still, previously when her old crew has made a little guest appearance, they left her in her bed. Oh, she doesn't know it's them, and she's hoping and praying it's not. But she will paranoially, she's gonna glance at the bed just to be like, oh, see, I'm safe. There's nothing there. Haha.
It's fine. She's
like I said, no-
fine.
Note for DM, Dahlia is not being subtle.
I know. She
Okay.
very rarely ever is.
Dahlia the beloved.
Subtlety is not
Like
a
in her
tool she has in
searching.
her wheelhouse.
Ash is visibly not having a panic attack, but is visibly paranoid, basically.
Yeah.
I have a question.
But-
not to
Of course.
What's your question?
So,
Very early on, I think that Archibald gave Evie a sending shell, right? Literally, one
Yes.
of the.
yes, he did.
Yes! Yes, I did remember that correctly. Can I try to use it?
And reminder of who currently has the other half of the shell. Leanne?
Yeah.
Reminder of who currently has the other half of the shell.
It's Evie, right?
No.
Oh,
It's
no.
Firebrand. Firebrand has one half and you have the other.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to try sending to Firebrand.
You speak into the shell. What do you say?
I say, not to jump the gun, but be a bit cautious. At least 3 of our crew members are currently missing. No signs of distress. Seemingly strange circumstances, however.
The emphasis that Firebrand has the other side is freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, because that means Firebrand has to either respond or we're going to hear from someone else on that other side. Who knows?
Yeah.
Firebrand.
Just a sec. You hear on the other side. Nothing.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
You don't hear anything on the other
Does
side.
Dahlia find
No.
anything on the outside of the ship?
No. You do.
She's going to.
It is still the ship still is in line of sight though.
Okay, so we can see the Firebrand. She's going to try it again.
You can try it again.
Mhm.
You
Evie's
speak
like,
the
maybe
stone.
she just didn't. She's like, maybe she didn't hear it go off.
There's no response.
I'm going to take my
Nothing
spyglass
but
and look.
garbage noise / ref.
Mhm. I'm going to take a spyglass and I'm going to look at the flags on the Phoenix and see if there's any distress signal.
There are no distress signals. There is also no one steering.
Oh, it's just drifting?
It's just drifting, apparently.
Evie's going to shout
Sails
to
are
the
up.
whole party. Evie's going to shout to the whole party, basically being like, Dahlia, come on board. But she's going to shout and she's going to be like, we're going to follow the Phoenix for a moment. Something seems amiss. Good.
Okay,
You should be nauseous.
Wait, you're gonna follow
She
the
sends,
Phoenix?
or she
Yeah, just very quickly to see
What
if we
the
can
rest of
get
the
us
crew?
out to it. Well,
actually
not to like leave the
not-
bay. She's just trying to tail the ship. Like you said, we can still see the ship,
One of you
correct?
can literally fly, to be fair.
Oh, fair.
Dahlia can literally fly to it.
Yeah.
Evie calls down Dahlia, and she says, "Fly over to the Phoenix, please."
Yeah. So she is it? Where are you? Do I have another? Okay. You know what? Dahlia is going to use control winds to get to get there as quickly as she can instead of riding the winds.
Oakley dokley. What's everyone else doing?
What does she? Hmm.
We'll have the other's perspective for a bit first.
Yeah.
Ash is basically in one of the doorways, kind of like steadying themselves against the door. They look a bit sick, but they aren't like actually ill. They're just like very visibly panicking. They have all their like armor and battle stuff on. They've got their mask and gloves on, and their cloak over their head and stuff, and they're just ready to go because something's obviously wrong.
Still is getting their standard allotment of potions prepared
Yeah.
at double pace.
I see. Okay, Eliza noticing Dahlia heading after Firebrand's ship. Eliza's going to ask Evie what's going on since she was focused on. Okay, shall I announce that that Kayla?
Yep, Kalar.
Hell yeah!
is,
Dragon
the
name, new dragon
New
name.
name for Neith.
Yes.
Evie looks at Eliza and she explains, well, I tried to use my sending stone to contact Captain Firebrand and she wasn't responding, so I looked at her ship through the spyglass and I do not see anyone at the wheel. So I am using Dahlia, so I'm asking Dahlia to go fly over there just to see if anything's wrong.
Oh. Okay. Then let me have Kalar head over as well. And she's gonna go up to Kalar and in Draconic just tell him to go follow after Dahlia for
Okay.
safety.
Kayla follows along. Anyone else doing anything else?
Evie is tentatively watching them through the spyglass. Both.
Right. Is anyone else doing anything else, or
I think Eliza's just gonna go back to her spot to watch out at the ship.
going back to our what?
her original spot where she can watch over Kalar
Her
and
original spot,
Dahlia on the ship.
that being?
Near the very front of the ship.
Okay, so you're going back to the front of the ship.
Yep.
Everyone else? Ash, still?
Where is the like collection of most people?
Not sure. Still,
Ash is
Gonna grab a
basically
water. 1 second.
where is
Ash
Still
is basically
currently?
trying to follow the crowd and be with like around as many people as possible.
Still, I figure we'll be just finishing up in their lab, so be heading above deck now to keep an eye out on things.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna have to ask you to, hold on. What's your AC?
Oh.
Oh boy,
Uh-oh.
16.
Uh-oh.
All of ours, or
Oof. Okie dokie.
Everyone's?
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Everyone?
God.
Disadvantage because
I think it's just-
surprised. No, just still.
Okay.
oh boy.
That is a 15.
Not quite. You feel a cold sensation at the back of your head.
I'm shaking.
Oh.
Moving on from Still's perspective,
Oh, no.
above deck there is Evie, Ash, and Eliza.
Uh-huh.
Eliza at the front of the ship. Evie
Yeah,
watching with a telescope. And Ash. What's Ash doing?
Got the panic
Sorry.
Hold on.
Tell
I
you.
mean, pretty much.
Level up concern.
Hey, Leanne.
my God.
I think you missed something.
What did I miss?
You missed Still.
What happened with Still?
rolled a
Still
15
felt
on
a,
a Constitution saving throw.
Still felt a cold sensation at the back of his head.
Oh shit! Oh no! Ah, hell yeah!
Here we go.
Oh,
And then
buddy!
we immediately
going
moved on
on?
from Still's perspective of things.
Oh no! Oh goodness gracious!
Right.
Already?
Moving right along.
Yoey.
Yes,
Right.
level of
yeah.
concern is in fact going to
Um,
nearly panic.
Yoey.
So, wait, what's Ash doing?
But you walk by like you never heard.
they are standing basically halfway between Eliza and Evie, basically.
Okay, just standing there.
Menacing.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
standing
so not
there.
actually like, doing
Menacingly.
anything or like.
Just ready to go, basically.
Okay. If you could make a perception check, all three of you on deck.
Got
Oh
it.
no. Perception.
I rolled a 17.
Oh wow.
Okie dokie.
Hold on, let's see.
13.
Ah, that
13
almost died.
And
Oh fuck.
what was your perception roll?
I can do math. That's a 9.
Okie dokie. Right.
She missing her body.
By the way, you have been adding
Uh-huh.
your like perception modifier, right, Martin?
That's what I'm about to do. Which one is perception again?
Oh,
Wisdom.
you have not been
It's
adding
tied
your
to-
skill modifiers.
+4. So
Okay,
that's
so you're not proficient in it, are you?
21. Yes, very much. It's a saving throw for me.
What? It's not a
Wait, what?
Huh?
It is.
Huh?
No.
Well,
It's
okay, wisdom
labeled as
saves and
a
perception
saving.
checks aren't the same thing.
Okay, got it. But it is a
Wait,
+4. I'm proficient.
Oh,
in it,
you mean like
basically.
wisdom save? You're proficient at wisdom saves? Huh?
I'm proficient at wisdom, and
You're not. You can't be
just
proficient at
what
wisdom.
matters is that I'm
That's only for
proficient.
saving throws.
Somewhere on the thing, it was labeled. Okay,
Okay, so
ignore the saving throw
perception
thing.
is labeled as proficient.
Yes, it's +4, and I put a star next to it saying it's
Okay.
proficient.
I believe now that you're level 9, your proficiency bonus is also +4, so that's a +8. So you rolled a 27,
Oh,
Yes.
I believe.
I see.
You rolled a fucking 27.
Well, if the original roll was
Wait,
if the original roll
wait.
was 17, that'd be 25.
You
But yeah.
hear very, very, very faintly through the decks below you
Let's change that number.
scrape of
to
a
9.
footstep and a cushioned thump.
Okay, Ash immediately shouts to the other two, someone's below deck.
Well, I lurk towards behind to Ash and then to Evie, like,
Ash is kind of just like watching anywhere someone could come up, and basically like periodically also looking behind them and to both sides.
I'm going to. Evie looks across the water, and she just starts to shout like, like it's not panicked, but it's loud. You know, when someone's really good with performance, they have a good
Yeah.
vocal projection.
Yeah.
Evie is projecting her voice, and she says, "Dahlia, come back here."
Okay, she uses.
Dahlia is
what is it?
already far beyond the range of hearing. Dahlia is almost at
Well,
the boat.
I got something
She
that works.
she grabs the sending stone from her pocket, hoping and praying that Dahlia is close enough to hear wherever it's ringing on the Phoenix, and she tries it again.
You speak into it with no response.
Yes. Oh, heck.
Are you joining the other two downstairs?
Yes. She will be with the entire party.
Okay.
Um
You
So, before we go any further, I want to give some context about Ash, and the way that they approach how something is happening. They were like from like the age of I'd say 10, trained to be a soldier, like medic, a soldier medic that like responds automatically to things instead of like thinking first. So they will be taking drastic action if something is going on.
Yes.
Mm.
You are, though, looking around for someone to heal.
And also self-defense reasons,
Burst
because
into Still's room,
yeah.
and you don't find anyone to heal. It's still. It's completely still.
Boo!
The window is open, though.
Ash immediately runs and starts shouting for Evie because they know that like they know for like 100%
Evie is
certain now
there with
something
you.
is wrong.
Evie is there with you, though.
Okay.
And
They
Eliza.
basically just like they stare in silent shock and like they have was it their axe that I said that they have, or was it they have their
Right.
weapon in
It was-
hand? I
it's
can't remember what
mace,
their
no?
mace. They have their mace in hand and they're ready to fucking go.
Anyone else
Can
going to
I-
do anything, or shall we move on to Dahlia's perspective for a bit?
Can I use detect magic real quick?
Of course.
Okay, and I think that's. Let me make sure. I know there's a radius of some
You
sort.
are not
Detect
detecting any kinds of magic.
Oh damn! No kinds of magic.
Nope.
Oh fuck! I'm going to realizing this. Eliza's gonna look at the other two and be like, "Whatever is going on, I don't think they are using magic, at least from what I can sense."
Ash kind of looks at Eliza incredulously, not as if they're wondering how she didn't pick up on that, just like, oh, okay.
Oh, this is not gonna be fun.
Right.
Uh,
What about Evie?
Evie
doing anything?
is. She's so full of dread. She takes a sharp breath and she goes, "Everyone, eyes on each other now. Nobody leaves anyone's sight."
you got it.
Dahlia.
Yep.
To you.
And just to be clear, she is also casting fog cloud around her and the dragon.
Okay. Right, you're casting fog cloud. Vision
Yep.
is that completely obscures vision, right? Is it
I
heavily
think
obscured
so.
or full cover?
The area is heavily obscured. Yeah.
Okay, so you can't. Hold on. Heavily.
Well, actually, never mind, because it lasts until a wind of moderate or greater speed disperses it, and she is using strong wind.
I see.
So never mind that.
Okay.
Yeah, the dragon also has
So
strong.
they probably anyone there would notice a very fast cloud moving directly towards them. Right.
Yeah.
So you get to the ship. You touch down.
She's got she is ready to fight if someone comes up to her, and she is looking around the ship before she touches down onto it.
Okie dokie. Do you say anything?
Yeah. She casts message if she can find any of the Phoenix crew. Are you there?
Hold on. Let me just. Hold on. Just a moment.
Oh, point your finger.
At a creature, yeah. Point your finger toward a creature in range and whisper a message. The target, only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper, much like. You can cast it through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, she is looking around the ship to see if any of the portholes are open.
Any of the portholes are open. No, none of the portholes are open. Kayla's watching the ship and the surroundings. It's keeping safe by Eliza.
Hmm.
Sorry, were you saying anything?
Boy. She is just gonna be stealthy as she can be,
Okie dokie.
just investigating versus trying to engage.
Hmm.
She is fearful.
Okay.
Does anyone spot her?
You do see someone coming out of the captain's quarters.
Hmm?
A rather tall figure,
Not Firebrand, I take it.
dark skin, coat with licks of flames. Hello. Firebrand.
She casts message to Firebrand. Where is the rest of your crew?
Oh.
Oh no.
Hello, Dahlia.
She's gonna shoot a crossbow dart at it. Does it pass through?
Yes. The minor illusion fades. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Wait,
Oh
hold on.
no.
Wait, wait, wait,
Oh
wait,
no.
wait, 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 wait.
Oh
Just a moment.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Con save?
no, whiz save.
Hold on.
Wisdom save.
There we go.
Fuck! That is a 13. I really wish you had said con save. Then it would have been a 17.
Okay. You feel your eyelids start to droop against your will as you just
Oh.
feel so tired.
Man.
It's a
She is fighting to keep them
struggle
open,
to
turns around,
stay
and does
awake.
wins again.
Pardon?
She turns around, fights to keep them open, and does the control wins again.
Oh, you turn around, do you?
Yeah.
You hear a set of footsteps behind you of a small creature, and they're shockingly fast. You don't have time to turn around before you feel a cloth around your mouth.
Oh.
And feel your eyes
She
starting
does
to stay
thunder.
closed. No, you're incapacitated, I'm afraid. You're under the
She
effect
does.
of a sleep spell.
Oh no!
Good night, Dahlia.
Keep tight. Sleepy time.
Back to you three.
What about the dragon?
You don't know what happens about the dragon. You're not sure.
Oh.
You fell asleep before
Oh
anything
no.
could be noticed.
no.
Not Kayla.
So,
Not the baby.
Oh, the baby.
you three.
Oh god.
Uh,
What
Oh
are you
lord.
three going to be doing?
She's just basically consistently ready to go.
Okay, so I take
I
it you've
have-
gone back above decks by now, right?
I have to assume so.
Yeah. That makes sense.
What's Evie doing?
Evie has gone
Crying?
full. No. Gun is drawn back to back with everyone still there.
Still's not there.
No. Everyone.
I know I'm being silly.
Everyone who is still. Yeah.
Yes, with the two others.
Yes. The gun is drawn. She's back to back with everyone. She's like, everyone, stay calm.
Ash kind of sighs and is like, that's very easy to say.
So what are you doing?
Wait. Wait a minute.
Just being on the lookout.
What? What is it? You were saying, wait a minute?
I forgot about. Yeah, I was looking at my whole. I forgot about my favorite enemy stuff. I mean, it's written down. I just don't check that shit.
Huh.
But no, it's all good.
Wait a minute. I'm just realizing.
Huh? I can do
What?
This
that?
is shockingly the pretty much exact same thing that happened when you were first kidnapped
Yeah, yeah,
by Jug's crew.
yeah. It's we're not even trying to. Yeah.
But yes. So, well, sort of. Only Dahlia so far, as far as you're aware, because it was a sleep spell that did you in.
Hmm.
Right. So, the three of you are standing back to back together. What are you doing?
Yep.
Nothing's happening.
You
Not
can
much
feel
else.
her breath through like your back.
The seas are calm. The town is quiet.
Ash is physically shaking. Everyone, both of them can tell Ash is like shaking.
Eliza's is very calm, but just being hyper aware of everything. She has her light hammer in her hands, just ready to just hit the fuck out of someone if need be.
Some time passes. How long are you going to stand there doing nothing, back to back?
As long as it takes.
Approximately
Mhm.
2 to 3 minutes before she sees no action.
No action
And
is
then
happening.
she will she kind of turns over her shoulder and she says, Ash, Eliza, stick together.
I mean,
Of
that's what we're
course.
gonna do. What are you doing?
She is immediately running towards hers and Archibald's room. She's still gun still drawn, by the way. Like she's running with it pointed forward.
Okay.
Which you should never do, but you know.
Yeah.
Ash kind of immediately backs up against a wall.
Evie.
I run towards their room.
Nothing's in it. Well, the normal stuff is in it. Nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, the window's
I'm going
open, but
to
like, you already knew that.
Yeah. I'm gonna peek my head around the corner, check in their bathroom,
Nothing.
check in their wardrobe.
Nothing. Where is Eliza during this?
She is with Ash. But she is keeping an eye out on where Evie went. Just to watch for if she comes back.
Okay.
Run. D&D on you suck.
What are you going around looking for, Leanne?
She is looking for any presence of any person on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Also, major
She's trying-
apologies to Starch and Blue Jay, who let's just say are not currently able to participate in much of a meaningful way right now.
Yeah.
It's challenge spectating.
As
It
long
is
as you two are
funny
both
that
having
this
fun.
happens. It is funny
Oh
that this
god.
happens on the
Yeah,
one day
I'm
I
a
can
little.
actually make it, but like I don't have class start much longer anyway. It's chill.
If
Yeah,
you
that's
want
fine.
to, like, not to meta, if you want to get them got, by all means.
That's okay.
No, like this is more than fine to go however it was gonna go. Like I do not mind at all.
Yeah, nope.
Okay.
But yeah,
Not at
she is
all.
looking around for any signal that someone is there. And she's going like room to room now, just sweep room check, sweep room check, sweep room check.
Ash kind of picks up and does like kind of starts to pace the corridors with their back basically against a wall. So like they're shuffling along the wall, but just like going up and down every corridor.
Yeah. I know it's not necessarily what you planned it for, but just a reminder that you do have a spell where you can ask your god questions.
Oh.
That's for later.
Okay. So this is not necessarily a scenario in which you would want to commune.
No, Ash is in the zone. This is to them. The ship is now a battleground until decided
Okay.
otherwise.
Cool. And Eliza, you're still watching over?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think. No, she wouldn't. I was thinking like, oh, she should use thaumaturgy to call for Kalar, but she's just like, no. She doesn't know what's going on over there, so she's just like,
Yeah.
don't bother with it. To her, she's thinking that everything's fine, but she is just making sure that at least who she's with is okay. Okay, Ash. But still, she's ready for whatever happens. Is all I can say. She's ready. She's prepared.
Ash kind of takes a moment and like sighs and like lets their guard down for a second and just like shouts, "What's going on?" They are exasperated and they are confused.
No, Eliza's a half magic user, not a quarter magic user. You're a ranger.
I don't know how this shit works. I know. I've been told there's quarters, halves, full. I
Quarter
don't know
magic
anymore.
users there are, I believe, 2 of them in the game, and those are Eldritch Knight Fighter and
I thought one of them was warlocks.
Arcane Trickster Rogue.
Ah.
It is explicitly subclasses that grant non-casters spellcasting. Half-casters include artificers, paladins, rangers.
Warlocks.
I think that's all of them. But yes. Evie, what's Evie doing?
Sweeping, checking each room to room, sweep, check, room check.
Also, is
Oh.
Ash responding? No, are you responding to Ash's question?
Oh, please repeat it.
They kind of exasperatedly say, "What is going on?" They are confused and tired.
She explains, I have reason to believe that members of our crew are getting repeatedly kidnapped.
Ash just stares wide-eyed and clutches their mace tighter. Also, I don't really have anything other than like divination, which takes like 30 minutes, and like which one was it? It was commune that would really give Ash any further idea as to what's going on.
Which takes 1 minute.
Yeah.
Right. You perform a full sweep of the ship. Nothing's there. Nothing out of the ordinary that you don't already know of. Except this incredible sense of
immediately-
unease. But that goes without saying.
She is going to steer the ship towards the Phoenix.
Okay, where is everyone else right now?
Ash is now kind of stood on deck, like facing into the deck so that their back is towards the sea.
Okay. And Eliza?
Definitely back on the top of the main deck of the ship.
Like on top of the deck, on top of the like crow's nest?
Just the main part of the deck, like where we all been at the beginning.
Okie dokie.
I was like, since Evie is
Yes, I know.
sailing towards I think Evie said she was going to Firebrand's ship, right?
Yeah, we're steering
Yeah.
towards the ship.
At that point, realizing that they are, Eliza's gonna like look over just a couple of times just to make sure that she can still see Kalar.
You cannot.
Oh, her her heart kind of drops a little.
Also, is everyone's eyes on everyone?
I would say Eliza's eyes are kind of darting around just to make sure that she keeps an eye on people.
Okie dokie. And Ash?
They are mentally preparing to do whatever is like necessary coming up, basically.
Okay. Right. You sail your way to the Phoenix. No particular incident occurs on the way.
Pardon?
No particular incident occurs on the way to the Phoenix.
Wonderful.
Okay.
You rendezvous with the ship. Not a hard thing to do, seeing as it was completely adrift.
I'm going to use like the deck as a, like kind of like a cross bridge.
Yeah, Ash kind of stays on the Seajewel, but definitely like if both Evie and Eliza board the sorry, what's the name of the other ship?
Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
If the other two board the Phoenix, Ash will follow.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Mm.
Maybe a perception check. Perception.
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 All of us?
3 of you.
Okay. Perception. Oh, that's actually pretty
Nat
good.
20.
Oh,
Nat
shit, that's
fucking
good.
20. Ash. You immediately recognize a small, very thin but diamond-shaped hole in the wood next to the wheel. A crossbow bolt made this.
Ash
Crossbow bolt, however,
shouts out
is
to the other
nowhere to
two.
be seen. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Ash shouts out to the other two, do not board the ship.
She
Why?
turns back and she goes, "Why?"
There is a hole made by a crossbow bolt next to the steerer. I cannot see the bolt.
Mm.
She holds the she still aims her gun and she goes, "Okay, return, just make sure we can get you safely over." And then as Ash crosses over, Evie's going to cross past them.
Oh, wait. Okay. So, people are crossing?
Yes.
Is everyone
Yes.
crossing, or just Evie, or just two?
Like whatever, like I pretty much. So back to Ash's like kind of background, they are kind of like trained to like follow whoever they are perceiving as their leader in that moment.
Okay.
And right now that's very obviously Evie. So despite whatever judgment they feel, they are going to follow Evie like a dog, basically.
Mm.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
What about Eliza?
So I
Is
guess-
Eliza staying on the Seajewel or coming aboard with them?
I think just to be safe. On one hand, I feel like Eliza could like stay on like is there like a board between the two, right?
Yes.
Two ships. She's gonna stay there for a moment. That way the other two can go investigate like the top part or like the more exposed part of the ship. But as soon as they go to like if they go anywhere else on the ship, she's gonna follow.
Okie dokie. Right. So the two of you are investigating around.
Yeah, Ash is still actively like ready to strike with the mace and just like looking around and scanning the general area.
Okay. And Evie?
Evie is frantically scanning.
You find that during your scanning, well, some tiny moment in it, both pairs of eyes are not directly looking at the changeling.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
What's your AC, Eliza?
my AC is a 16.
Okay. Welp,
Well,
you feel a cold sensation in the back of your head.
I feeling that I'm
No,
yelling
no, no,
towards the
no.
others.
You
Oh
feel
no,
a
yeah,
cold
no.
sensation in the back of your head.
I feel like she would have
cold
tried.
Sensation. And then
She would have tried.
Oh. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
There's
that's
no
the
time to
idea.
react.
you look around, you're frantically looking at this certain thing, but nothing comes of it. You turn back around and... Huh? Where's Eliza?
Oh no. Evie's going to hold Ash's hand and she's going to say, whatever happens, try to stay strong.
Ash responds, I can do nothing else.
Oh.
Evie nods. And then she is going to, as she holds their hand, she's going to shout very loudly. And she's, oh
Which hand are
God!
you holding with, by the way?
Her right.
The right one's the still biological hand, right?
Yes, it is the non-prosthetic.
Okay. Gun in left hand?
Yes.
Okie dokie.
She is going to shout and she's going to say, who do you think you are? Like, towards the fucking air.
Ash's eyes have kind of glazed over.
There's no response.
She is standing back to back with Ash.
Back to back, you say?
Back to back.
You still holding hands?
Yep, at their side.
What?
Like, you know how, like, when two people are standing and they turn and their hands are, like, at their sides?
Yeah? Okay, so you're still holding
It's
hands
like
with
that.
each other.
Yeah.
Just back to back.
Just back to back. Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy how it's just us left out of character.
Yeah, I sure do wonder.
Okay. Do we, for progression, should we move?
Probably.
Got it.
I'll
Ash is going to kind of not say anything, but basically on autopilot, walk forward like 5 steps.
Yep. And I take it, in doing so, letting go. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of whispering sorry as they move.
Okay. And?
As Evie feels them let go of her hand, she tries to turn around in time.
What was Ash doing?
Just standing there. No, wait. Sorry, they run towards the helm of the ship, basically, and kind of like... So, and last piece of Ash's background. Because they are a cleric, because they are a magic user, part of their training is that when they, like, are in a situation where they are sure that they will be or may be captured, they have to lose their voice. So they sprint towards the front of the ship, still clutching their mace and everything, and they start screaming as loud as they possibly can.
Evie frantically turns back.
Constitution saving throw. Ash.
15.
It
Plus
hurts, but it
2,
isn't.
17.
It hurts a lot, but it isn't damaging
Pardon?
anything yet.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Again?
Yes.
Nat 20.
Somehow your adrenaline is making it even easier to keep yourself undamaged, much to your own chagrin.
Okay. Do I roll again?
Yep.
Another nat 20.
Are you fucking joking me?
No, I'm not.
No way! What the hell?
I'm gonna use one of my bad dice. I've been using my good dice.
Are you the new way?
15. Finally,
just
a 3.
screaming out, screeching at the top of your lungs. It's incredibly unpleasant.
Again, I
Wow.
did finally get a 3.
The both of you. And then
Yeah.
eventually, after nearly a minute of solid screaming, interrupted only by breaths, you suddenly choke, taking a d4 damage, and find yourself unable to speak.
Yeah, they sputter up a bit of blood, but it's not like nothing unexpected for what they just did to their vocal cords. But they kind of just like they've given up and they're ready to like physically fight if they have to.
What was Evie doing during this scream?
Evie frantically tried to get closer.
Okay, so you were getting closer?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, would you have tried to interrupt, or...?
Yeah, I mean, like, she's not gonna just let Ash get fucking clomp. Like, she's trying.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so what are you trying to do to interrupt it?
Evie fires a warning shot in the air.
Okay, I take it that didn't stop Ash from screaming.
Yeah, by like when they started screaming, no interruption could have stopped them because it was just like an automatic response.
Yeah.
Again, the background that I have for Ash is their training was basically like conditioning to like
Yeah.
just be automatic with their responses.
Fair, fair, fair.
Then, what happens now? Ash cannot speak. And Evie, what are the pair of you doing?
Whew. So, Ash can't speak. Evie's getting close to them as she can. She tries to, like, pick them up.
Ash like stands and nods at Evie, just trying to signal that like not that they've got this, but that that they've almost got this.
She nods.
Okie dokie.
Ash kind of starts pacing the deck, basically.
And Evie? What's Evie doing?
Evie is frantically searching and sweeping every single room of the Phoenix, much like before. Which, like, we don't have to take the whole time for her to be like, oh, each room, but like, she's frantically looking for the person.
Okie
The main
dokie.
point is they are in different locations right now.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, they are.
What's your armor class, Ash?
16.
Just about hit.
Yeah.
You feel a sharp, cold sensation in the back of your head.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And we'll head over to Evie.
Oh boy.
You're looking around the rooms below decks. You look in one room, the next. Firebrands, Zephyrs, Pretty Boys, Tides. But once you come out of the last one and go back into the corridor, you see a man.
I look at
He's
him.
extremely thin, but still relatively muscle bound. He's very pale, gaunt, and has very short shaved buzz cut hair. And these dead, glazed over eyes. And in one hand, his clothes are soaked. And one of his hands, the free one, is covered in splinters. He's been holding on to the bottom of your boat.
Oh my god.
And in the other hand, he's holding this crude club with incredibly long and rusted nails sticking out from several
We
jagged
all have
angles.
tetanus.
You all have tetanus, yeah.
Hello?
Dahlia doesn't.
Hello? She blinks.
Pleasure to find
What the hell are you
meet
doing? Oh? What the hell are you doing?
So you're the one I've heard so much about.
She takes a brisk step back, kind of pressing her back against the wall.
He's
Oh?
slowly pacing towards you.
She's slowly pressing herself back further.
You're this Wolverston character, aren't you?
Depends on who's asking.
Well, let's just say I'm the replacement.
No fucking way.
And stepping down from the same stairwell, you see a small raven-like humanoid.
Oh no.
Jewelry, holding a pouch filled with sand and a dagger. No, not a dagger.
Oh no.
And bladed claws.
Evie looks to Schaefer, who she definitely recognizes. And she
And-
goes, oh no. Oh no.
Schaefer will simply say in will whisper into the conch. And on the other end of it, you will hear the very faint voice of, well, a certain someone.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Hello, Jenny. It's been a
She
long
screams.
time.
She like physically screams. She looks to both of them. Her gun is
Daywalker
still drawn.
lunges at you, swinging with one hand this crude nail bat thing.
Yeah.
You feel a cold, sharp sensation in the side of your head.
Fair enough.
Is that all of us?
Yep.
That's all of us, baby. They got us
That's
all.
everybody.
Oh hell yeah! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You don't understand how hard we cooked.
Already.
Ash, still, Ash, still, Eliza, and Dahlia will wake up
Mm-hmm.
in a 4-cell block of brig,
Oh no.
hands bound. All of you with some form of gagging to prevent any spell casting.
Bit useless, eh?
Jenny, however, will wake up in an incredibly uncomfortable position.
Yeah.
In fact, you weren't lying down. You were bundled up, somewhat in the fetal position.
Oh.
Wood on all sides of you pressing against you, as if you're packed in somewhere.
No.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh, you
Oh my
did!
God.
Oh
Let's
fuck yeah!
You
Oh,
are
let's
in
go!
the cabinet.
Is she in the fucking truck? Oh hell
You are
yeah!
in the cabinet which you
Oh.
slept in
Oh
on the
hell
hollowed
yeah!
wind
Oh
all
hell yeah!
those
Oh
years ago.
no! Oh
Oh my
boy!
God.
She just
Actually,
lets out the loudest scream, even through the rag. She just lets out the
You are
loudest fucking
you are
scream.
gagged. You're not a spellcaster.
Oh fuck yeah! You guys, it just the scream fucking rings out.
Well,
Dahlia
technically.
hears scream. Actually, can Dahlia do something?
Yep.
You-
Okay.
Evelyn, you forgot Evie technically
She-
is a warlock.
No, Evie's not a warlock.
Yeah, but
I thought she did.
No,
I thought she
she
was.
made a deal, yeah, but she didn't. She didn't
she didn't
give
take the
anything.
warlock.
All she sacrificed was her arm.
The only thing she gained was the knowledge of Nap.
Yep.
She,
Okay.
her deal was entirely self-sacrificing.
That golden line
Can,
seems
Da-
oh so less relevant again.
can Dahlia do something?
Okay, what do you want to try and do?
She is going to very quietly point to the other party members that she can see, cast a message. I'll see if I can figure something out. And with her
You
foot,
cannot cast
she
message. You are gagged. Message has a vocal component.
Oh, it does.
You have to
Okay.
whisper it.
Well, she's gonna look around at the party, just nod to them, and as quietly as she can, start scratching the ground with her foot.
I don't think it requires me to verbally say anything to summon Kalar. Doesn't say anything.
Where are
Just
you
from
trying
what
They
I can
probably,
see.
I like, not to like
If Kayla
meta,
is
but
currently
if the
on
Holland
ground-
Wind crew saw Kaler, they'd put him in a fucking, like, he'd be chained.
Yeah, exactly. Can Kayla be summoned
We don't want anything we
while
care
Kayla
about
is
here.
still currently out?
It does not say anything about that.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
Well,
like, as we have,
hell.
Kayla's presence
it's
is
like-
still around.
just as a
Mm,
word of advice, if anyone wants anything they care about, no, you don't.
Horrible place to summon stuff, yeah.
You hear
Evie. Oh?
some voices outside of the cabinet.
Yeah?
By the way, it is a cabinet that she slept
It's
in,
the
right?
closet, yeah. It's a closet. Cabinet, closet, wardrobe. It's a very cramped box, effectively. I wonder what it's
I've
symbolic
always
of.
pictured it as more of a cabinet as opposed to like a full wardrobe. Like at least in a full wardrobe, you can
Oh no,
sit down.
it's like, think like, basically, imagine a closet with like one door that is large enough for you to be in the fetal position, but you can't lay straight.
Yeah, that. So
Yeah.
cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear muffled voices from outside. It's like she's waking up. Someone tell him.
At hearing the voices, Ash kind of like,
Oh no, this is away from you.
They're
All
below
you
deck.
heard
They're
was
with me.
all you heard was a muffled scream.
Ash is kind of in general, like huddled, like basically against the floor as far into the corner as they can be.
Hearing the voices outside the door, Evie stops screaming for a moment.
Your hands aren't bound, by the way.
Oh shit! Evie immediately like are her legs, or is she good?
Your legs are not bound either. You're not in any
She
kind
stands
of
up.
bindings. Stand up.
She stands up and opens the door.
You're in a cabinet. You're in the fetal
No,
position.
well, you can stand. You can. Okay.
Oh, I thought it
She
was
has a
like...
shelf. She has a shelf above the head, like where she puts her stuff. You can stand upright. You just can't sleep.
Okay.
But she opens the door.
The door is locked.
She's gonna knock on it.
You hear laughing from behind the door.
Ooh, because, okay, how do I say this without meta? Like, I think it would be realistic to assume that she would have the key in her bag, but I doubt they let her keep her bag.
No. You only have the clothes on your back and the scars on your body.
Yeah, there's no shot they left her with the key.
You do
She's
still
going
have your prosthetic,
to.
though.
Oh wow, they're not such monsters. She leans against the door and she says, "Hello."
You notice that the keyhole is no longer emitting a very faint beam of light. As you hear...
Oh my god.
As the
She
door
tries to open it. Oh god. Okay. She stands.
And you see a towering blue figure.
Archibald?
What? Towering.
Oh, Tower. Oh, shit. Four Fingers?
Hello, Jenny.
Hi, how you doing?
You're a hard woman to kill, Genevieve Wolverston.
Yeah.
Welcome
So,
home.
she nods very, like her whole body is rigid. Every hair is just on end.
Four
And she
Fingers
goes,
is just as you remember him. Same
good
prosthetic.
lord.
Same eye. Same missing eye. Uncovered. Not replaced. Just gone.
She,
And still
uh,
only 4 fingers on his one remaining hand.
she very slowly, like slowly step forward.
Let me get you. Let me get a good look at you. Oh god, my
She
throat is
stands.
not in a good condition to play.
You
Four
got
Fingers.
this. You
Holy
got this.
shit.
Water.
Water,
I've been
water break.
drinking water.
Drink more.
Oh, Eliza is going
Overhydration.
to try and get the mouth gag off and/or get off the item that's keeping her hands bound. Still concentrates,
Hell yeah.
seemingly trying to force his way out of a gag by any means necessary.
Evie takes a step forward and stands in front of Four Fingers.
So, Evie.
Yeah,
Captain
not a very.
Evie.
She nods. It's not a very good false name.
How in the hells did you do that?
I genuinely don't know. She tells
Who'd
him
you have
honestly.
to gut?
She shakes her head and she smiles. I became captain through very strange circumstances.
Like killing Mr. Theseus, hmm? I know that's not
What
your
if I
ship.
did? What if I? And what if I did? And what if I did? She looks at him. Would it be anything unlike what you've taught me to do? She is going to
No.
use this lie to save her ass.
But that ship ain't yours.
It is now.
Pull up your sleeve.
She does as ordered.
Good. See that? And he kind of jabs at the hollowed wind tattoo, like poking
Nods.
his prosthetic's claw into it. It hurts. It draws a little blood.
Ooh. She nods.
That, Evie. And he just grabs your shoulder with the prosthetic. It's digging into you. Means
Mm-hmm.
you don't get to have property. You are property. Mine.
She nods. She nods again.
Taken the liberty of relieving you of your stolen ship.
What?
Both
Did-
of them.
Both. And her voice kind of shakes. And she goes, What did you do to the Phoenix crew?
Wouldn't you
They
like to
didn't-
know?
She shakes her head. You must misunderstand. The Phoenix crew isn't. We're allies. Captain Firebrand is a captain equal to myself. She is not an
Any
insubordinate.
ally of a rat's is an enemy of mine.
She shakes her head. You must understand. They're uninvolved.
Well, they're definitely uninvolved now.
She takes a sharp gasp of air. And she goes, Did you at least do it quickly?
Am I even gonna give you the pleasure of knowing?
Of course not. I've grown. I've grown a lot since.
I can see. You're certainly less runty.
Eating well will do that to you.
He kind of narrows his eye at you. Take off that stupid thing! And he slashes upwards at your neck, cutting the ribbon.
She kind of, with her good hand, she like covers her neck the same way you would if you like. She goes, I don't like showing this. You must have assumed that.
Where I'm from, you wear your scars with honor.
She nods again and pulls her hand away from her neck.
I could have fixed
She knows not to
this
fight with him.
finger. I could have fixed my hand, but I didn't.
She nods again. It's just a little bit of a conversation starter.
I'm sure it is. As kind of sparks go around across his face.
She's studying every single inch of it. She takes a steady breath and she goes, May I know what happened to my crew?
You want to see him?
Yes.
Of course. My pleasure.
Yes.
Gift to you. A homecoming surprise.
Like, question. How long has it been?
It's been a couple of days, maybe.
No, like when Evie woke up compared to when we woke up, or like they're coming up to
Similar
where they're
kind of
at.
time.
Okay.
So kind of, you hear
You guys,
a pair of footsteps. One extremely
Okay,
lumbering and heavy. The other,
can I do something, please?
yes.
Dahlia uses one of her sorcerer points to do subtle spell as she finishes the circle in front of her. She slams her foot and jumps into it.
Hold
She has
on.
just teleported back to the lunar
Hey,
archipelago.
Blue.
Yeah.
Do you know what has a somatic component?
That's why I said she used subtle spells so she doesn't need the verbal.
Somatic. No, there isn't a somatic component, actually. There's a material component. Rare inks
I wish
worth
that
50
worked.
plus
I wish
gold
that worked.
No, rare inks worth 50 plus gold pieces, which the spell consumes. I'm
But what
afraid
about
you
with
do not
the
have any ink.
circle
on you.
window? What about the circle that she had carved with Pretty Boy?
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot about that at that point.
She is now at the Lunar Archipelago.
What?
What? Okay.
No.
That breaks everything.
No. Blue, you are not. You do not have the ink.
But she was able to do it without the ink before.
Blue,
I will.
I'm going to assume that Pretty Boy kind of had the ink at that point. Because Pretty Boy was
Okay.
the one who was showing it to you.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
we have to be on the ship.
You not being on the ship
Okay.
kind of
Breaks
breaks the
the
whole thing, and I'm
entire-
going
yeah,
to have
it
to
literally-
say, if you teleport away, you are going to be out of sessions until the end of the arc. Which is
Okay.
several
Okay.
sessions.
Yeah. So she slams her foot into the ground, and whatever dust or
I'm
stuff
sorry.
was on the
I know that
ground
was a
just
bit
explodes
rail-roady.
up, and yeah, it just flutters back down, and she looks a little bit disappointed. Damn, I was hoping that would work so she could go and get help.
Truly, if there was anything we could do to avoid this, it's basically rendered like basically rendered impossible at this point.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's
And
fair.
also, yeah, literally it has a material component, which is a big part of the balancing of the spell. It's a
fair.
material component that is required in terms of... Okay, you can make an attempt to get the gags off.
Okay.
Either a
Would you like-
dexterity or a strength check from any given person.
Just a check.
Dexterity check or a strength check. Just a flat
Okay, those are.
ability check.
You got that. Both of mine are even, so it does not matter.
Like, dexterity is
Definitely
kind
try
of
that as well.
covering it. A strength would be,
Woo!
like, biting down hard enough to literally cut through the cloth.
That is a 13 for dexterity.
21.
21. That
I'm
God
doing
damn.
strength on that one.
DC 20 check.
Dexterity 10.
Okay. What ability were you using, Eliza?
I would say strength. She,
You
after probably
bite
trying a
as
different thing, she just
hard
bites
as
it.
you can. Harder and harder and harder until it hurts like hell. But you spit
Ugh.
out a chunk of cloth.
And now I'm able to talk.
Yep. You are now able to talk.
I'm gonna call out to the others. Mostly just to make sure that they're around, like, Dahlia, Still, Ash, you guys here, right?
She flaps her wings.
You hear
kinda
muffled from
stirs
the other
me.
room. Eliza?
Oh,
Eliza? Eliza, you
oh,
okay?
Oh my god.
You didn't need
Oh,
to
yeah.
gagged.
Yeah, I'm good. We're all here.
Oh, thank the gods. Thank the gods. Thank
Who else is near you?
the others are near.
Oh, thank you.
Gods, it hurts.
Ash kind of not thumps against something to like do anything to themselves, just thumps to make noise because they can't talk.
And you hear
Valid.
footsteps, as well as a voice saying, "Looks like they're up,"
Fuck.
as the
they're
door
alive.
swings open.
Evie is stepping in lockstep down the stairs with him.
You see
I'm gonna
Evie
be
with
close to the.
some small rips on her clothing, around her shoulder and a little trickle of blood coming out of her sleeve and from her neck.
Do
She
we
looks
all see
In
that?
tow with this gigantic 8-foot dragonborn.
She
One
takes a
eye.
stabilizing breath.
One eye, missing one arm, and instead there is this bladed, clawed prosthetic. And on the other, the ring finger is missing.
She looks at the party and she goes, "Guys, please don't panic."
You tell us that. It ain't freaking working. Where are we?
You
Dahlia's,
know
like,
damn well
screaming as-
where you are.
I don't know
They
who the
don't-
fuck you
they don't-
are.
Evie jumps in
Seriously?
between the two of them, like shielding
Okay.
her with her body.
The
She
She
Hollow
doesn't
Evie
know
like
who this
jumps in front of the
dragonborn
cage.
is.
Evie
Hollow-
jumps in front of Eliza's cage, and she looks at him so scared, and
The
she's like, she
Hollow
doesn't know.
Wind
She doesn't know.
No,
and,
she knows what the Hollow Wind. She just doesn't know who the dragonborn is.
Four
Yeah.
Fingers is literally like as well. Everyone who knows the Hollowed Wind knows Four Fingers. Knows.
No, I know.
She just
but
knows the
Evie's-
name.
Well, you can probably
I
surmise.
think
from
I get what
4 fingers.
Ah,
Evie jumps between the cage and him, and she goes, "They're discombobulated. They're not thinking straight. She doesn't know."
Eliza? No, fuck. Sorry.
Eliza? Eliza?
Oh, also,
She
I
goes-
take it you're just purely in changeling form right now.
No, she's looking more like her elf self.
I see.
She's pissed.
But Evie has jumped in front of that cage. Like, she's in front of those bars. She's like, they're just waking up. They're all discombobulated. Yes,
Where are we?
you're on the Hollowed Wind.
Oh,
Dahlia is glaring at
Ash,
Evie.
because Ash can't talk, there is no way for them to communicate that this is completely new information to them. They have no idea what the Hollowed Wind is. They have no idea who this Dragonborn is, and they have no idea what is going on at all. They just know that they've been captured, and they know that this is probably very dangerous and bad.
Iconic.
Looks like a
Iconic.
couple of you living under rocks for the last 100 years.
oh, I'm older than
nods.
that.
Ash glares
Was.
and nods.
The name's Gideon Acheron. Captain Four Fingers. And this ship, everything on it, is mine.
And why are we here? Unless it's for... And looks over at Evie.
She looks at him, and she opens her mouth to speak again, and she goes, "I don't know why we were captured."
Four Fingers
Can
just
Dahlia now
looks at you. Just turns and looks at you with his head on a 45-degree angle. He is completely bemused by what you just said.
Oh shit! Yeah, shit. Listen, she's trying to think too. She knows why she's captured, but she thought they were all going to be dead, so she's like relieved, slightly.
Actually, can Dahlia do a check to try and remove the gag as well?
Yeah, sure. You're gonna
Okay,
have
what
to
would
roll
that
20,
be?
though. Strength or dexterity. The DC is 20.
Okay. Go straight. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh my
Wow.
fucking god.
Damn.
You also
Everyone's
bite
getting nat
through.
20s.
You also
Let's
bite.
go.
Is that the 4th nat 20 of the session or the 5th?
What the fuck is happening?
Or Braille coming
I
back
think
must have
Ashley is
restored the nat
blessed.
20s.
Oh
They
my
broke
god,
out, like-
yeah. She, like, you see her fuming What
Question,
the fuck
Eve.
do you think you
Yeah?
are doing?
Eve, is the like, you know how the how should I say this in terms of Twitch's guidelines? You know
Yes?
the insult that British people do with their hands that is in the middle finger? The one that's
Yeah.
like, would that be universal in the
Wait,
Shattered Seas
which one?
the one where you make a fist and you shake it, but not back and forth, side to side.
Y'all have
Oh.
this is
What?
like the fucking like Shakespearean biting your thumb, I guess.
No, it's like I'm trying to get around. I'm trying to not get us flagged by Twitch for saying this.
Could you type it?
What,
Could you type
yeah.
it in
what, the
Nomite?
wanker symbol?
Yeah.
Oh, like just back and forth too. Yeah, we have that as well.
That is just a universal thing.
Okay. Ash kind of does that at the guy. They have no other way to
Oh.
insult him, but they just hate this guy
Oh,
already.
no.
Martin
no.
should not have done that.
Oh no.
Ash's
Oh,
self-preservation is gone. They don't care what happens.
Four Fingers will kind of just slam Evie to the side. Hold on.
What damage?
That
What damage?
is- Hold on. So unarmed strike.
I am so sorry. I had to.
Unarmed strike. So that is. That's 8 damage.
Ow.
Ow!
Do I hit towards the
I'm
wall
so
or towards the
sorry.
bars?
You are just slammed down onto the stairs as Four Fingers
Yeah.
just bursts with electricity. Kind of just. You barely even see him moving across the room as he just steps, and he's immediately right there at your bars.
Ash is smiling as if they are intentionally self-destructing, basically.
Yeah. And as Four
Four
Fingers
Fingers
does
will
that,
grab his. Oh, sorry.
Dahlia's moon is going to glow almost blindingly bright.
Four Fingers will cock his blunderbuss and place it against the side of your head.
Ash is still smiling.
Evie coughs as she tries to stagger to her feet. She goes, wait, please.
Shut up!
Don't think we're afraid of you.
Dahlia, no. Dahlia, shut up, please. She coughs.
Shut up, rat.
Evie struggles to stand to her feet.
I like this one. It's got spirit.
Evie nods.
Ash's smile drops, and they kind of like immediately rush to the back corner of their cage because they hate that. They
No
don't like that at all.
self-preservation. Reminds me of a certain other crew member. I
Oh,
believe
no.
you've just been acquainted, Genevieve.
My replacement. Mm-hmm.
His name's Daywalker.
Oh, that's really fitting.
You'll love him.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Looks like I
just
can
as a-
finally give.
Just as a note, any time that this guy's back is turned, Ash is doing the same.
Every time!
Every time! They hate this guy. They want this man dead. They want this man dead and want him to know it.
Iconic. I love it.
funny.
I wish I could animate. But
Dahlia
So
is
funny.
I gotta clock
Dahlia's
back in. I
looking-
gotta clock back into seriousness.
Oh my god, yeah. Dahlia looks disapprovingly at Ash just because of the gesture, but when when Ash's back is turned away from Dahlia, she is like, keep going.
Evie looks at Four Fingers and she goes, "Yeah, I'm sure we'll get along great." And she still coughs because it's obvious she's like, she fucking hurt. Like, she got hurt.
Now, I know who all of you are. Well, two of you are new. I believe this one's still. But you're an unknown. First I heard of you was when I found you bundled up in this cell. Yes, you can.
Fuck yeah!
From what I've
Evie
been
nods.
told, you eviscerated your own vocal cords just so you wouldn't talk.
Ash does not make any movement. They are stock still, and their face is as unreadable as possible.
You'll be useful. And if not, I'll make you useful. You, Dahlia.
She spits on the ground.
As he just kind of steps up to you with thunder in his steps. Thunder, damn it.
She's immune, or she's resistant.
Love girl boss, girl queen.
From what I've heard about you, well, let's just say we're both of a certain type. As lightning just courses over the surface of his skin and around his prosthetic.
Not so fitting for someone with such a foul tongue and behavior.
Evie gives Dahlia a look like, oh my god!
She glares at Evie like, this is the fight you brought us into. We're going to fight.
You must have kept up your form a lot, changeling. I was operating under the information that you were an elf.
It can be anybody I know and have seen. That should be enough to disturb you enough. I can look just like you. And as she says that, she actually starts to slowly start to look like him.
Let's go.
Let's go!
I also know how to speak your tongue a little bit. Don't forget that.
Did
you
say
have
that?
what's mine.
Did you say that in Draconic?
Draconic.
Yeah, she starts to slowly say that in
fuck
Draconic.
yeah.
Along with the last part of she has something that's hers.
And what is that?
Oh, you didn't see the big green dragon there? My little companion?
You want it back, don't you?
He belongs to me. And only me. He will never obey anybody else but me.
Exactly.
And don't think I'll listen to you. I only listen to
will-
my captain. And my captain is
Me.
Evie. No!
I am your captain from now until the day you die.
Kill me then
Never.
now! Do it! 'Cause you'll regret it.
Gladly.
You are nothing to us.
Ash does the gesture once again.
All of you, just especially with Eliza changing into Four Fingers, Evie is struggling. She kind of staggers and
What do you
falls forward a
think?
little.
Jenny. Well, no. Captain Evie Wolverston. Who do you think
What-
they should listen to?
She takes a long, taking breath and she says, "You."
Good girl.
Ash does the gesture even harder.
Dahlia spits at Evie.
Evie,
That's a,
with her head lower in shame, she goes, "You guys don't understand. He will kill you."
that's a good idea, Dahlia.
Let him.
I think that she does deserve a little spit. As he kind of brings his neck back directly over her, opens his mouth wide, and you see sparks start to gather with
killing
his
him.
mouth
Can I wait? No, I can't use
as it
that.
glows
Fuck.
brighter and brighter. More and more
Wait, that's-
electricity
No, I
until
can't do that.
he just spits.
She uses dust to
Ew.
get rid of it.
Evie shakes her head. She goes, "Oh."
He just gives a toothy smile.
She
You
looks
are
up
a
at him.
filthy
She goes,
creature.
"Disgusting as ever, Captain."
Out of character, we're
So-
gonna kill this guy so hard after all of this.
As you should.
Dahlia looks him straight in the eyes and says, "Such a vile creature has no right to be called captain."
Dahlia, please. Evie looks at her with the most terror and remorse you've ever seen. She goes, "Please. You have to play his game. I don't know where the rest of the crew is. I don't want him harming them just because he's mad at us."
You hear from the other room, Evie! Evie!
She almost runs towards the wall, but like stops herself for just a moment because she knows if she like runs away from Four Fingers, she's gonna be pissed. And she goes, "Archibald?"
She looks at Evie, says, "I have enough strength and willpower not to kowtow to a tyrant."
"You don't understand."
Evie,
And she looks at Eliza.
weren't we not just fighting an entire country not too long ago to save my people from horribleness not too long ago?
That's different.
It's not.
Survive.
It's really not. My people looked at the hollowed winds without even knowing too much about these people and said they're nothing.
They were wrong. They were so wrong. And she's going to go closer to the wall that's separating her from Archibald.
Do you know how many people I've killed?
Is it higher body count than mine?
Yes. Eliza. Evie looks at Eliza. She's like, yes. And she's nodding frantically.
Evie, you don't even know my body count.
I don't know, because, frankly, I gave up counting. Once I
Ash, who has
passed
been on
2,000.
battlefields. Ash, who has been on battlefields, just kind of like looks between everyone silently and cannot say anything.
Evie's going to
So yes,
gently, like,
you
kind
gave
of
up
press
counting
against the
past
wall.
2,000.
Evie gently knocks against the wall with Archibald on the other side.
Evie. God,
Archie,
I know exactly what.
we'll figure out something. It's going to be okay.
I tried to. I didn't. I couldn't. I didn't even notice.
You did nothing wrong. None of you did. I promise none of you did anything wrong.
Dahlia points her finger at Evie behind her back and casts message. I never took. I always wondered why you were such a coward. I guess this is my answer.
Oh.
She turns around as sharp and as quickly as you've ever seen her turn around. And not even realizing that she's speaking aloud, she says, I'm not a coward, I'm a survivor.
Dahlia just looks away from her.
She lets her. Because, mind you, right, canonically, Evie did stand up to Hathor. Look at what the fuck it happened. Evie stood up to Four Fingers. Look at what happened. She is not a coward, but she's definitely also, like, in this moment, this is the most fragile you've ever seen her. She knocks against the wall again to get Archibald's attention.
Yes?
Nobody in the party did anything wrong. This is all my fault.
Alright.
Ooh, can I use the new mouth to get the... Oh, because the shapeshifting.
Oh, sorry. Can you try and use the new mouth to get the bounds off your hands? Well, technically speaking, your shapeshifting is purely cosmetic and does not actually grant you any new abilities. Though, your bindings are feeling tighter right now.
So what you're saying is...
Make your mouth a little bigger and it'll pop. Yeah!
Who
Oh no, I was
who
thinking...
is someone you know who's small enough?
Oh, fuck you.
You want me to go small.
Y'all are
There's
just
multiple
traumatizing
people I
Evie,
can
and I'm
think of.
here for it.
There's multiple people I can think of who you've seen.
Oh, come on.
I
And
was
what
thinking
if it
of
was-
the bastard.
What if
Yeah.
it was standing right in front of you that's no taller than 4 feet with the horns?
I was thinking of the other bastard. I can't remember his name though. Say
Horatio.
my Horatio, because he's a halfling?
He's a dwarf, right?
I thought he
Halfling.
was a halfling.
Halfling.
Oh, my
He's a
mistake.
hobbit.
Yeah.
He's a plump little hobbit.
Yeah, I'll try that and see what happens.
Y'all
Just
are
go,
gonna kill Evie, actually, I think.
You turn into this diminutive, plump, bearded halfling as your bindings appear to slip off.
oh,
This
I'm gonna-
one's resourceful.
him saying that, she goes right back to looking just like him.
All my crew. And she pauses before she finishes that sentence. All the Seajewel crew is resourceful.
I'm well aware. Now, the pair of you are all going to meet with a couple of people. Your so-called captain here is going to have a little reunion. As for you, well, doctor's orders.
Evie looks frantic as she goes, wait, please, don't.
Some of them need medical attention.
Surely they can wait it out.
Vocal cords damaged that badly? No. No,
Ash
he
goes from having a
needs
completely
stokes.
unreadable face to staring incredulously.
As Four Fingers just walks up the stairs and snaps his fingers.
Boy.
Do you follow
Evie's
along?
entire back straightens out. She looks up at him and she looks at the party. And she wasn't ordered to follow, so she hasn't followed.
Does she look specifically at Dahlia?
Oh, I'm sure she does.
If she pays attention, Evie sees a little bit of remorse in Dahlia's eyes as she realizes what she said meant with the coward comment.
Evie looks at the party and she looks up at Four Fingers.
You with me now.
Instantly. And she runs up the stairs.
As you get to the top, you see a strange figure. All too familiar, but all too different. Dr. Stokes. Just not the same.
She looks at him.
His newly prosthetic arms, both of them, long, spindly, folded up with precision blades recessed in their delicate and nimble fingers. Glad to see
She looks at him.
Glad to see you home, Miss Wolverstone.
She nods.
Even if I'm not sure for how long.
You're looking different.
Thank you. Desmos's work And might I say, some of his finest.
She nods. I assumed as much.
Now, I've got patients to attend to.
She looks at him very, very sympathetic, and her mouth kind of quivers a little as she says, "Please be careful."
That's why I'm here, is it not?
He nods.
As you part ways, you see the crew atop deck, murmuring, staring, whispering. As you are being walked back down towards a certain bedroom.
Oh God, she's in lockstep with Captain, and she's looking more terrified by each step.
Back to the rest of you.
I hate you.
Remind me, what race is Dr. Stokes?
Oh, I made him like a blue jay. Like he's like half humanoid, half it's not Kenku, but it's like
What's it called?
bird animal
Aarakocra?
person, avian. Yeah, Aarakocra.
Like,
He's
half
half
Aarakocra.
human, half Aarakocra, yeah.
So kind of feathers, but some exposed skin.
More human than bird, yeah.
Yes. So, like, effectively, hair is replaced with skin, and, like, some hair is replaced with feathers, and some feathers on limbs.
More human than bird. More
Yeah.
like just human with bird slight features.
Okay. You cannot reach. Unfortunately. You are on other side. You are, like, the cages are separate.
They wouldn't put him close enough where y'all could touch each other.
You see a tall, slim figure descending the stairs with grace and precision. But there's a look in his eye. Something's not quite right with him. Hello. My name is Dr. James Stokes. And I will be your doctor.
We are
Don't
not
touch
ill,
me.
thank you.
Oh, but some of you are gravely.
Do not touch them.
Ash turns and starts and just like leans their head against the like, is there a solid wall I assume that their cage is built against?
Yes, there is.
Leans their head against it to kind of like hide themselves, basically.
How does aid work again?
No need to hide. Oh, the amount of people aboard this ship who are scared of needles might surprise you. Frankly,
Ash's face is stormy. They are furious.
I think it's less to do with the needles and more to do with me. I don't know why it is, but some people here are scared of me.
Understandably.
I don't know if is it insight to
Insight to do what?
kind of gauge based off of his words and how he holds himself to be able to gauge like I that's the thing I don't.
Gauge.
I'll say that when Evie was speaking to him, even if you couldn't hear from the staircase, she seemed least scared of him. which is hilarious considering she is terrified of him too. But
No. What were you kind of looking for, Soul?
Just
like
mostly,
vibe check, right? Like you want to just see his
yeah,
character.
yeah, kind of like that. Like just a general
Okey-dokey.
vibe to who he is.
He
Like an
Okay.
insight.
seems extremely professional.
I haven't even
Yeah,
rolled. I got a
yeah.
+6 to this shit.
He holds himself very upright and speaks softly, at least somewhat. Oh, you're the one I believe called Ash, no?
Ash does not make any kind of movement to indicate any kind of response.
As kind of you hear some mechanical clicks and whirrings as one of Dr. Stokes's mechanical arms just unfolds into this strange multi-jointed limb, twice the length it was before, as it reaches towards you in your cell.
Do not touch them.
One of the fingers, the tip, splits and extends into a scalpel.
Ash
Will-
immediately scrabbles as far away as they can get.
You're
basically.
already in the corner. You're as far away as you could.
Wild animal kind of thing where they try to find more.
Yeah.
And it slices through your gag, not even touching the skin.
Oh, I rolled a dexterity to get the gag off, so it's not on there.
Oh, wait, what did you roll?
Let me check. I don't
Was-
remember if
Was
it
the result
succeeded.
20 or
it was
higher?
No, it was 10, so it's still on.
No. Yeah, it's still on. The gag is sliced through as it falls down. You don't even feel it on your skin. The blade did not make contact. Now, let's get a good look at you.
Ash kind of holds their jaw shut as tight as possible.
His other mechanical hand will just press up close to the keyhole of your cell, and a tiny little key will extend from the middle of it and turn, opening it up.
Ash, realizing that kind of there is a possibility that they could be overpowered into having their vocal cords examined, kind of begins to attempt to make themselves unconscious.
Hitting the wall?
Yeah, in whatever way you interpret that to be.
That makes his job easier, actually. I think Stokes would be
Ash
he'd
just
be like,
doesn't-
oh.
Ash just doesn't want to be conscious. Ash just wants to freak him out and try and get him far away as possible.
Oh, no.
Dolly-
You don't need to bash your skull in and give yourself permanent damage.
Ash does
Dahlia
not
sees
to
what
lose
Ash is trying to do and uses gust of wind to help Ash.
There is a strong wind. Oof. Bit of a breeze. Now, I have some anesthetic for you if you wish. As a syringe
Ash-
pops out of the back of his right hand.
Ash just kind of has dissociated at this point. They're not there.
Well,
That won't stop him.
alright. As it just kind of goes in and you just pass out.
Dahlia looks away sickened at what's about to happen. She does not want to see this.
Eliza's just staring intense daggers at the guy.
Now, please don't misjudge. Please don't at all. I'm taking.
I don't
I'm
trust
going
you.
to tell you exactly what I'm doing with it. I'm taking it to the medical bay, sterilizing everything, and I'm going to repair its vocal cords.
I do not
Brenda's
trust you
going to
one
be
bit.
question.
absolutely all right.
Quick question. How's the crew of is this the Hollowed Wind?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, how's the crew of the Hollowed Wind gonna react to this 5'5" guy just shouting,
Just what?
screaming for like a minute straight?
Probably.
Oh,
not,
they've heard worse.
Okay,
probably not
sick. Because
care as much.
yeah, it's just
That's like normal Tuesday.
yeah, pretty much. Just to like preface, that's gonna happen every time they try and like repair
Repair the
Ash's
vocal cords.
cords. Yeah, that's just gonna happen over and over again.
Oh, he's gonna love you. That's horrible. Giving Dr.
So,
Stokes a
uh,
perpetual
Yeah.
project?
Right.
Ash just wants to be as not useful as possible, pretty much.
Let's get you to the medical bay. As for the rest of you, I'll be giving you your checkups in due time. Making sure you're all in tip-top shape.
You'll find that
we are
out the hard
fine,
way.
thank you.
You know, these cells don't see much use. It's a very rare instance that the captain actually takes prisoners on the main ship.
He probably fears who we are.
No. Don't make me laugh.
I mean, why else do you think he would bind some of us up?
Because you're spellcasters. He doesn't trust magic.
Correct.
Not in a
Correct.
Not even a little bit.
See? There's a little bit
And
of
he
fear
doesn't
there.
know who he trusts.
No, not fear.
Hmm.
Four Fingers only fears one thing. And I'm not telling you.
Oh. Oh.
Certainly. You
We'll find out.
are here because, well, he's curious and he felt generous to your captain.
Generous.
No. Don't
Love
make
that
us laugh.
Stokes used her title. God bless Stokes, man.
Now that, well, going to have to
Familiar with her.
adjust myself to. No, never mind. I can just keep using Miss Wolverston.
Hmm.
Using.
What do you mean by that?
Using the name.
Just call her Evie, god damn it.
I didn't even call her Jenny. Mostly.
Or
If Ash was
Captain.
awake, they'd be doing the gesture.
Or
So,
you could
fun
call him
fact
Captain
with-
as it should.
Stokes. He doesn't use anyone's fake name. Like, he calls Hather Philip. He calls Captain Gideon, well, Mr. Acreon. He calls all the crew their real last names. He doesn't use anyone's Captain is an honorific that he uses for captains. Mr. Mrs. Mixer, he is so formal. That is how I actually introduced Philip's name as Philip, from him calling him it.
Right. It is time for some surgery. as you hear some
That's his second favorite thing.
clicks and pops through the mechanical limbs as he just delicately picks up Ash and walks him away. Evie,
Oh boy. Oh goodness gracious. Oh
you are
boy.
being walked directly towards that classic, decadent, over-the-top nightmare of a room.
She's staring straight ahead. She's not going to let herself look at the ground. She's not going to let herself look in the air.
Four Fingers just opens the door and throws you in.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Slams it behind you.
Sounds about right.
You collapse on the you collapse on the ground on your knees. I mean, that's how you were thrown.
Yeah.
So, what have we? What have we here?
She looks up at you with a level of terror and stress, and she looks like she's going to faint.
Hello, Jenny.
She takes a long shaking saw. Like she's like, like she's like terrified. She's fighting to stay conscious.
You hear from beside Jenny.
She immediately whips her head towards Asher.
He is pale.
Good, as he should be.
He looks as if he's seen a ghost.
As he should be.
I I'm so shut. I'm the one talking to her, lover boy. Right. You're going to tell me exactly how you got your hands on that shiny title of captain before I did.
She takes another sharp breath and she goes, I was gifted it.
Who gave you? Don't make me laugh.
My crew will tell you I've been quite a good one.
Your crew wouldn't know. Hmm. Your crew wouldn't know a violin from a fiddle.
She nods.
Yes, I'm well aware of what he is
I
saying.
love that for him, though. I love that for him, though.
He's so fucking stupid. I hate
He's
him.
so stupid. But she plays
Also,
along. She
yes,
nods.
yes, that delay was canon. That wasn't me
Oh
struggling.
fuck yeah!
That was Hathor struggling to come up with something to compare.
He's so stupid. I love him. She nods,
So
playing the
stupid,
game.
I want him to die.
She nods, playing the game.
So, you're going to talk.
Yeah.
So,
She struggles through her words. What?
Answer my damned question.
She nods. I was gifted the title of captain by Arnold.
Gifted. Ugh. You really expect me to believe that someone would gift an entire boat, a crew, to you?
I'm not lying. She nods at she's still scrambling through her words.
You're full of shit, rat.
She shakes her head. I really am not.
Oh, but you are. I saw her in your room that
Mm-hmm.
day. Tell me, how close were you?
To
How close were
what
you when
precisely?
we passed you in that cave?
I was behind the pillar.
He slaps
You leaned
Asher.
against it.
Stupid bastard. You were supposed to be on lookout duty.
She gives a glance to Asher.
You should have fucking caught her. Then and there.
She looks at them both.
See you, Starch. Fair enough.
Love you, Starch.
Yep.
What'd you say?
See y'all soon enough, hopefully.
Nice Starch.
What'd you say, Leon?
Oh, I said love you, Starch. That was not in character.
Before that. Before that.
Oh, she says she looked at Asher as he slapped him, looked back at him, and she goes, "Yes, you quite literally were less than 2 inches away."
Less than what?
Huh?
Less than what?
2 inches.
Lover boy. You lost her while she was within 2 inches of you.
Both of you. She looks at Aether again. When you leaned against the pillar, you were the physical
Don't blame
closest.
me, you fucking idiot.
She
He
takes
was
another
the
sharp breath.
lookout.
I'm aware. I can tell. But it really wouldn't have been easy for Asher to have seen us, even if he was acting in full diligence. We had the advantage of your guys' torch. It alerted us to where you were before you could have possibly spotted us.
Hathor will just grimace. And then immediately just slap Asher again.
Yeah, that checks out.
Fucking humans. Worthless. Can't see in the dark, have to use a torch.
TV's, ooh, I'm gonna do something a little bit fun. Since she's now like kind of gotten her bearings, she's gonna slowly go as if like she's starting to stand up.
I see you've got a bit of strength back.
You said something strength, and then your mic
I
cut.
see you've got a bit of strength back.
She nods.
Well, that'll prove useful. Hold on.
You got this.
So, what do you think of all this?
What do
As he
I think
turns
of?
as he turns to Asher. I don't know. I'm still trying to what? Think. Since when was that part of your job? You're an executioner. You chop heads, and you can't even do that right, clearly.
That clearly is fucking iconic. As he's shouting at him, Evie is going to like fully stand back up.
So, welcome home.
Like everyone keeps on saying it.
You best get used to it.
She grimaces.
You've been given a second chance.
You have to be joking.
You're one of the only ones who's ever had that. Though it's
She
going to be
nods.
something closer to his status, as he kind of gestures towards Asher, who kind of
nods.
shrinks away a little and nods.
To who? You?
Yeah. I've been. Quit your blubbering.
Evie looks at him and looks at him. And she looks at Hathan and she goes, to who? To you?
Asher.
One moment.
Okay.
Okay. So hello. She looks to Hathor and like obviously she knows he means a prisoner. And so she's going to say, whose?
Well, think of it more as the ships.
Wonderful. And she's gonna look so fucking mad. She's like, no, that's the worst answer.
Charon,
Yeah.
we've got some plans for your crew.
And I'm supposing that there isn't much I can do to lighten them or prevent them.
Nope. Not a thing. Well, maybe one.
She bites back her tongue and she feels like bile coming up her throat.
You see, Asher's been. Well, Loverboy's been behaving. I'm thinking maybe I could get a new bunkmate.
She takes a sharp breath.
Wouldn't I, Jenny?
To
For your crew?
protect the crew?
This repulsive grin comes over his face. You know exactly what doing this would be signing over.
Yeah.
It makes you want to vomit.
Yeah. She looks at him and she looks at Asher. And she goes,
Jenny, no!
she looks at her arm,
And
her
he kind of
prosthetic
just
arm.
elbows Asher.
Valid, Asher. She looks at her prosthetic arm and she looks back at them both. And she goes, neither of you have asked about this.
Well, you didn't ask about Stokes.
Well, I figured the doctor's was just for Desmos. You two don't have very many cosmetic changes over 5 years. Still the same style. Still.
Are you going to do an incredibly funny right now?
Yeah.
And, like, comment on Hathor's, Oh, wait, no, Hathor's an elf. Never mind. Fuck. Ugh, if he was a human and aged at human rates, then it would have been so funny to be like, well, you're getting a grey
Yeah, but
hair or two.
Wrinkles. Yeah. I mean, I imagine he probably has some from stress. But she's like, yeah, you both look pretty much the exact same, which is remarkable.
Asher does not look the same. Asher really
Yeah, no, that
does
poor
not
boy
look
has
the
been
same.
pained.
Asher is
That poor boy is-
haggard.
Yeah, that checks out.
Asher has lost a lot of, like, mass.
Yeah. But she looks at her arm again.
So, how'd you lose it?
I gave it away.
Hafer just stares at you in disbelief. The fuck do you mean? You gave your arm away.
It was a deal for information for a missing crewmate.
Another crewmate of yours.
Yeah, I mean, if you got she laughs a little. She goes, "If you guys can find him, by all means."
Maybe we will.
But I gave it away for information on attempting to locate him. She pauses as she thinks and she talks and she just goes, maybe I've grown soft. Maybe the responsibility of being captain has changed me, but
Well, it won't be changing you any longer.
she takes a sharp breath. I'd do pretty much anything for my entire crew.
Don't fret, girl. You're not going back to your old hours.
Oh?
Only 14 hours a day.
She nods. That's pretty relieving for her, but she's fuck.
We
Only
still
14.
It's still not been the same without our old navigator.
Yeah.
Daywalker's been doing a pretty great job, but just not the real thing, you know?
Mm, 14 hours. Fine. But if it protects the crew from immediate execution or immediate punishment,
Oh, we're not going to execute them. We have much bigger plans.
that's horrible, Hathor. She doesn't even filter herself because she knows he wants to hear that anyways.
Do you remember the shock squads?
Oh my god. She blinks at him.
He
You're
grins a repulsive yellow grin.
you're going to use my friends.
Yellow teeth, yellow hair, yellow belly.
She looks so sick. She's like, you're going to use my family as bait.
Oh, they might survive. First few.
Oh no. She started to shake again. Like her right hand is shaking.
Better than execution, though, isn't it?
It isn't. But I wonder if that would have been more merciful.
True, Martin. True. Hashtag Evie gets a fucking spa holiday for a whole year after this should be a quit.
I love acting. I hope I'm pretty convincing. But she looks at him and she just goes, and that's non-negotiable, isn't it?
Oh, yes. If you earn your keep, you might end up part of the crew again. Real part of the
Mhm.
crew.
She takes a sharp breath and
You
she goes,
and your crew are on thin ice.
I know. I'm very aware of who's at the top of the pyramid and who's at the bottom.
Exactly. And I'm right up there at the very top, next to Captain.
The little prince next to his king. I'm very aware.
Else, you'll even be answering to Loverboy.
Huh. Huh. She 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 looks at him and she looks back at
He
him and
just looks down despondent.
she goes, if it protects my crew, I'll fucking, and she hesitates. She thinks so hard about her. Remember,
Evie,
she
please.
literally died to not be with him.
Evie,
So the
please.
fact that she's thinking about saying yes.
I can take it.
Oh. She looks at Asher, she looks at Aether, and she goes,
Aether's glare is just electric. It is venom.
she looks around the room and she goes, where does Asher sleep?
Well, if you move in here, there'll be a new vacancy, won't there?
Who are you shuffling him off to if I did?
Well, your old room, of course.
Oh gods. And she looks at Asher, and she looks at
Closet.
Hathor. She nods. This is so funny, right? Because Asher fucked her over, right? Like, he literally killed her. Mr. Heathcliff, I'm in the middle of being dramatic with D&D. Allow me to shut my door. One moment.
He looks up at you, just... Want to make me an insight check on him?
Okay. She has no reason whatsoever to care about, protect, or help Asher. He fundamentally ruined her life. And yet, she pauses.
Do you make an insight check at Asher?
Huh?
Like...
She has no reason to protect him, right? Because of everything he did.
No, as in, like, do you make an insight check?
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Martin. Hathor is the actual worst. He's just so unpleasant.
I cooked with him, I believe. I believe I cooked. You're also killing it with performing him, frankly.
Thank you.
But she
What did you
looks
roll?
at... Oh, it was a 17.
You look at Asher and just see half a decade's worth of guilt, remorse, and pain reflect off his eyes.
Evie looks at Hathor. And she looks at him and she goes, hasn't he suffered enough?
All this time. All this time. All this time to change, and you still choose him over me. I could give you everything.
She nods.
I could give you the world. Do you not understand that?
She looks to them both and she goes, I don't want a room with you if it means he suffers.
Get out of my sight. You two love
She
a boy.
starts,
Bang in your
she
fucking bathroom.
scrambles to the door.
And he
She
just
scrambles.
throws him through the bathroom door. He sleeps in there, right?
He sleeps in the office, not the bathroom.
Office, not the bathroom. Back in the fucking office.
Ooh. I'd bet you Evie doesn't even get to the door before he turns around. She's trying, though. She's trying to get out.
No, he already told you to get out of his sight.
Remember, though, Captain slammed the door shut. I don't know if it locked behind it.
Well, one thing before you go.
She turns around in a hyper panic.
If you stick with that blue cunt, neither of you are going to last very long. And, like, he says that right in your ear.
Yeah. She kind of, ooh. Can I roll a con to see if she either, like, is able... Let me check. Let me roll a con. Oh, fuck me, that's a 6.
Roll a what?
For a con.
To do what?
To see if she was going to, like, actually start, like, crying.
You start crying.
She's crying. As he's leaning against her.
I, what? The hell's you doing?
I'm not doing anything. Her voice shakes.
He is just puzzled. He's not sure how to respond to this.
Ooh, good. He shouldn't be.
I. Right.
She looks at Hathan and she goes, Archibald hasn't done anything wrong.
Let's keep it that way, shall we?
She nods. He didn't know about you or anything about the Hollowed Wind. You cannot get upset with him for that.
I can get upset with him for any reason I like. Jenny.
He nods. But at least give him some type of chance. It's really not fair.
He's got a chance, all right. Now, take this. I've been holding on to it for you.
Oh?
He drags the box from the foot of his bed.
Oh shit! She looks at it. She goes, you
This,
held on to my things?
yeah. Yes.
Oh,
I
thanks.
kept everything in working order.
Oh, that's very thoughtful.
Don't go getting ideas.
She nods as she
This means
picks up.
nothing.
It means absolutely nothing. Understood.
We're done.
She really thinks for a moment and she wonders if she's making the correct choice.
He does not buy himself saying we're done explicitly. This is obvious to you, obvious to him, obvious to Asher.
Yeah, he's not over her. Good God, he's not over her. She takes a moment and she goes, if there was a way for both of us to stay here and not enter the closet, then I might reconsider your offer.
Don't make me laugh. You and Loverboy sharing. That's even worse.
Well, he doesn't. What if? And she pauses for a moment because again, mind you, she's not aware that Daywalker is in Schaefer's room. She goes,
Anyway.
"What?
I told you to get out. I'm done with you.
Of course." And she grabs her things and heads out the door.
The door is slightly further in than it should be able to go.
He closed that shit hard. She tries.
There is some splintering.
Oh hell yeah!
The
She
hinges
tries.
look bent.
She's like, gonna have to put in a maintenance ticket with Desmos. She tries to open the door without causing further damage.
Like it is pretty jammed.
She's gonna pull it a little harder.
It's
Uh,
push.
I-
It's push.
It's push. She pushes open the door.
Well, no, as in like it would be push a little harder.
Oh, she pushes the door a little harder and looks at him and she goes,
Pushing, no, pushing with your body weight just it slams off its jammed position and swings limply.
she's gonna just kind of fall forward.
You see Four Fingers is still there.
She looks up at him from the ground.
He just narrows his eyes.
Ooh, I could be she.
His
Ooh,
arm
this is such a bad
sorry.
choice. This is such a bad choice. She reaches her hand up.
What? She what?
She like reaches her hand up to be like as if like help me up, not thinking, right? Because she's so used to being around a crew who loves and supports her now.
He'll grab your hand.
She is pulled to her feet.
This is her. No, this is, of course, his right hand.
She looks at it as
The
she's
prosthetic hand.
Yeah. yeah.
It slices into your hand.
Yeah, I know. She lets out a large
It
like she
is
screams.
excruciating as he drags you up.
She screams. She's like, I wasn't thinking. And she says that way too loud, way too quick.
You weren't. You've
She
got
nods.
navigating to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, I do have a destination.
Of course. Where to?
Oh, fuck, I forgot about something.
Yeah?
Never mind, he can say it.
Okay.
At some point.
Sure.
You've heard of... You've heard me talk about this before, but... My quarry is a gemstone. Just one. I'm looking for the Horde.
She nods.
You remember
He loves that thing.
the Horde. A single gemstone, so perfect, so scintillatingly beautiful, that it said it has driven entire kingdoms to collapse. That it is worth more than an entire nation. And that a dragon would trade its entire horde just for the stone. And that any who have come into possession of it have gone mad.
She nods.
But you'll have noticed that one of our ships isn't here.
Yeah, I was curious about that.
Only the two of them.
Both?
No, only the two of them are still here.
Oh. I thought you meant he lost both supplemental ships. I was about to be like, damn! She
They're
nods.
making a rendezvous.
Oh? To where?
This was, of course, before we found you and captured you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Meeting with a friend.
Oh?
Because, after all, that's what the enemy of your enemy is.
She looks sick.
I believe you're acquainted with. Well, I already saw his face in the prison there.
Mm-hmm.
He could make a valuable ally.
She looks so sick. She looks at him with an urgency she has not had for very long, and she goes, "Trust me, Horatio is not a good ally."
Too late. They should be coming back now.
Evie knows that ship is gone. Evie knows it's gone. She's like, of course.
Right. Get to the wheel.
Of course.
Daywalker's shift is over.
She nods. She does not hesitate. She's carrying her stuff, but she like sets it down in front of the wheel.
Daywalker just looks at you.
Hmm.
You're not quite sure what the expression is, but he looks at you.
She tries to read it, confused that she can't, as she usually can, read others very easily.
Well, I'm off.
Hmm?
As he just walks down.
Oh, I didn't hear. Your mic was so soft.
As he just walks down.
No, before that, you said something.
Well, I'm off.
Ah. She nods and waves.
Waves.
Waves. She's panicked. She's panicked so hard.
He will just turn around and with the most dead expression possible will just rigidly wave his arm back at you in an unsettling way, but not
Hell
exactly
yeah.
malicious or benign.
At weird secret neutral waves.
Right. Shall we end the session there?
Sure.
Yeah.
Then we shall.
Holy
Bye,
shit.
Queen.
That was so
Oh
good.
my god.
All enjoy.
Wow. Wow.
Welcome,
Oh,
one and all, to the Hollowed Wind arc.
I'm so excited. I'm losing my fucking mind. You don't understand. I'm literally. I've been thinking about this all day.
The Seajewel is gone.
The Seajewel is gone.
The
Yeah,
Phoenix is gone.
gone. Yeah.
The Phoenix crew is gone.
Wait, what?
what?
Yeah.
They aren't on the Hollowed Wind.
What?
Oh no.
Who knows if they're alive or dead? Evie certainly doesn't.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Am I
They're
really?
killing me.
Now ask yourselves the question: am I the type of DM who would kill off those?
An entire crew of beloved NPCs.
Including one of our PC's love interests.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
Who
mean,
knows?
I can do
right?
it to
Maybe she got
myself.
mad. Maybe she got mad with power.
Huh?
She certainly did sound bad with power earlier. That was so fucking good.
Right. Also, Martin, you there? Oh, sorry. Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, I hope you're okay. All right. I am going
Very
to
valid.
end the stream there.
Oh, we're still streaming.
Oh god.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye,
See you
stream.
next time.
Yippee.
Unless
Yay!